Have you ever looked at a business and thought, how do they make it look so easy? The ones that seem to run like a well-oiled machine, while others feel like they're in a constant state of chaos? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret. And trust me, it's a lot simpler and way more powerful than you might think. To really get what I'm talking about, let's picture two salon owners. First up, you've got Ada. Her salon? It's pure chaos. Customers are waiting forever, bookings are constantly clashing, and her staff, bless them, they just keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Then, across town, there's Bola. Her salon is the total opposite. Everything runs like clockwork, her customers are fiercely loyal, and her revenue, it's growing month after month. Now, they're in the exact same business, but their day-to-day realities are worlds apart.
So what gives? What's the one thing Bola is doing that Ada isn't? What is that fundamental difference maker between all that stress and total predictability?
Well, it all boils down to two words: business processes. I know, it sounds like some boring corporate jargon. But stick with me. This is probably the single most important building block for creating a business that doesn't just scrape by, but actually thrives.
Okay, so let's dive right in. What on earth is a business process, really? It's time to take that intimidating business speak and turn it into something super clear that you can actually use. At its heart, a business process is just a step-by-step series of actions that's designed to get you a specific result. That's it. Seriously. From how you greet a customer to how you pay your staff, every single business, I don't care how big or small, is already running on processes, whether you've written them down or not. And what's really cool is how simple this can be. Any good process, for pretty much any task you can think of, just answers these three simple questions. Number one, what actually needs to be done? Number two, who is the person responsible for doing it? And number three, how specifically are they going to do it? If you can define those three things, you're already halfway there.
So, you might be thinking, okay, I get it, but why should I care? Why spend the time writing all this down? Well, because understanding the power of predictability is what separates the businesses that struggle from the ones that scale.
See, when you really nail your processes, you unlock some absolutely incredible benefits that can totally transform your business. And not just for your customers, but for your team too. Let's break down the 5 biggest game changers.
Let's just walk through these because they all connect. First, when you have clear steps, you get fewer mistakes. Obvious, right? But this also means less stress and frustration for everyone. That leads to the second thing: work gets done faster. When people know exactly what to do next, they just flow. Now, when you have fewer mistakes and faster work, what do you get? A better, more consistent customer experience. And here's where the magic really happens. With all that in place, it becomes so much easier to scale your business. And finally, it makes staff training a breeze. New people can get up to speed in no time and feel like a real part of the team from day one.
And listen, this isn't just for some giant corporation with a fancy headquarters. Processes are the invisible engine running all the everyday businesses we know and love, turning what could be chaos into a smooth, reliable operation. I mean, think about it. We've all experienced this process. You go to a restaurant, there's a flow, right? But if any one of these steps breaks, if the order is taken down wrong or the table isn't clean for the next person, the whole experience just falls apart. Or let's take a laundry shop, say, in Lagos. The process is crystal clear. Look at that first step: tag items. That seems so small, but it's absolutely crucial. You skip that, clothes get lost. You skip sorting by color, and suddenly a white shirt is pink. These aren't just boring rules, they are quality control. They're what protect the business from making really costly mistakes. Okay, let's get to the most important part: how you can actually do this for your own business. Here is your simple 5-step toolkit that you can use to map out any process starting today. So here's the framework. It's super simple. 1, identify the starting point. Let's say a customer calls to place an order. 2, list out every single step in the right order. 3, assign who is responsible for each step. 4, and this is the big one, find the problems. Where do things get stuck? Where do delays or mistakes happen? And finally, step 5, figure out how to improve that step or maybe even automate it. Look, this isn't just theory. Let's apply this exact 5-step map to a real-world example. Imagine a small bakery that delivers fresh bread every single morning. Before they mapped their process, it was a mess. Their delivery guys would forget routes, which meant late deliveries, unhappy customers, and a ton of wasted fuel. But after they used the framework, they created a simple process. Every evening, someone makes a route plan, and all the orders are grouped by location. The result? Faster delivery, way happier customers, and lower fuel costs. That is profit, created directly from taking 30 minutes to map out a simple process.
So in the end, it really comes down to this. Processes aren't just about shuffling papers or organizing your to-do list. They're about creating predictability. They're about creating reliability. And when your customers know they can count on you every single time, you're not just organizing work. You're building trust. And that's everything.